Hi everyone. We had a question this week on undertaking right to work checks and specifically where those checks are undertaken at a distance. This is particularly in the case of some employers who are allowing employees to commence their employment remotely, so not actually attending the office. And the question has come up as to how we undertake those checks on right to work in the UK. Um, the Home Office produces a very helpful guide on conducting right to work checks that is available from the gov.uk website and was updated on the 17th of March this year. Now, as an initial point, some relaxations were brought in during COVID, which allowed checks to be undertaken via video call without having to send original documents. And obviously, that was very helpful when the message was to work from home. These provisions will cease on the 16th of May, so employers will then revert to the standard Home Office guidance. So the question is, what happens if we have a remote worker who will not be present on site to conduct a check, at least in the early part of their employment? Now, helpfully, page 15 of that guidance states, when you are checking the validity of the documents, you should ensure that you do this in the presence of the holder. This can be a physical presence in person or via a video link. In both cases, you must be in physical possession of the original documents. For example, an individual may choose to send their documents to you by post to enable you to conduct the check with them via live video link. You may not rely on the inspection of the document via a live video link or by checking a faxed or scanned copy of the document. So the guide does allow you going forward to use a live video link. However, you will have to have physical possession of the original documents at the point of conducting the live video. Now, technically, our obligation is to ensure that we are not employing illegal workers and that we are preventing illegal working. So arguably, if we're undertaking that check on day one of employment, the employee is at that point already engaged under the contract, and if it transpires they are working illegally, we have breached the relevant legislation. So I would always recommend undertaking that check prior to the start date, which might mean the employee having to post their documents to you to ensure you've got the originals in front of you if you are doing this via live link. The other point to make, in some cases it is possible to use the gov.uk employer checking service to evidence right to work. That depends on the relevant immigration status. So currently the checking service supports people with a biometric residence permit, status issued under the EU settlement scheme, under the points-based immigration system, those who hold a British national overseas visa or a frontier worker permit. And just as a little bit of a scare at the end of the video, if you are found to be employing somebody illegally and you've not carried out the prescribed checks, sanctions can include a civil penalty of up to £20,000 per worker, a criminal conviction carrying a prison sentence of up to 5 years and an unlimited fine, closure of the business, disqualification as a director, not being able to sponsor migrants, and any seizure of earnings made as a result of illegal working. So this is perhaps going to become something of a new normal for many employers who are engaging workers remotely and at a distance. Hopefully that is helpful. If you've got any questions, do contact us, employmenthub@chadlaw.co.uk. Thank you.